Okay, we're gonna make some salsa today. This is my recipe. You have white onions. I like to use 4 about baseball size. Jalapeños, however many you want. You can use habaneros or whatever peppers you want to replace those with. And I like either 2 to 3 bundles of cilantro, depending on the bite that you like. 2 seems to work out for me. And then I use 2 of the large cans of whole peeled tomatoes, plum tomatoes. The only thing I've done to prep for this so far is to open the cans of tomatoes. So, I mean, it's super easy. All you have to do really is peel your onions. And you don't even have to really dice them up or anything. I just put them in the food processor whole, or half, excuse me. My little garbage bowl there. I'm going to use all 4 of these onions. You can add or subtract any of these ingredients to find the amount that you like. I like quite a bit of bite on mine, so I tend to use more cilantro, more onion, more jalapeno, less tomato. Most people will reverse that. They'll use less onion, less cilantro, less pepper, and more tomato. I use canned tomatoes because it's already processed. I don't have to cook it. I mean, it tastes great. It's fresh, at least what I would call fresh. Jalapenos, only thing you have to do is cut the ends off, or the stems off. You can use as many or as few jalapenos as you want. I like my salsa spicy, so I tend to use quite a bit. I'll use anywhere from 10 to 15, depending on how spicy they are. Sometimes more, if they're not so spicy. And then with the cilantro, the neat thing about the cilantro is you don't have to trim, try to get all the leaves off or whatever. Just rinse them under the sink to get all the dirt and stuff off, and then find the little bundle holder and cut right above it, and then stick that in your food processor. And like I said, I use 2 bundles of cilantro. Now all of these veggies will go in here, and I will take the juice from the tomatoes to use as a like a liquefier, help get things moving around in there. Both cans of those tomatoes. And then salt to taste. Put a little bit in there to begin with, and then obviously you can salt it afterwards if you feel like it needs it. Now this recipe makes 3 quarts of salsa, so don't be shy with any of your ingredients. Come on. I've crammed quite a bit of stuff in here. There we go. And I just keep pulsing it, or not pulsing it, but mixing it until all of the veggies are incorporated. I like my salsa to be nice and thick, or nice and liquidy. All right, that's good enough for now. I'm gonna put the rest of this cilantro in with my tomatoes. I usually would do the tomatoes first. Pour most of that in there. My cilantro back in there. Tomatoes, garbage can. Tomatoes, garbage can. And any of the large chunks that didn't get mixed in the first batch, I'll just lump them in there. I know this is kind of sloppy, but usually I would do the tomatoes first and then add veggies in, and then take some of the tomato stuff out, or the tomato out, and put it in a bowl, and then do the veggies with a little bit of the tomato to mix it up. But you can do it however you want. You're just gonna food process the heck out of this stuff. And I would say probably about a teaspoon of salt for 3 quarts. The more salt you add, the more flavor it brings out. But obviously, you get to a point to where it starts tasting terrible if you add too much salt. So be careful with that. All right. And then, I didn't bring a spoon out here, but you just mix this up. And you have chunky salsa. Looks delicious.